You know Grant Hill, Mr. All-American, apple pie eating, GM truck driving, piano playing Boy Scout with Mad Hops and Mad Game. He's the man in Detroit. Hill trying to bring back the days of Detroit's back-to-back titles. He racks up triple-doubles and then gives you that, yeah, so look. A modest superstar who evokes memories of a former legend. Carl Ravitch has more.
Larry Bird is, arguably the best player to ever play the game. And, I'm just in my second season. He, scoring, rebounding, leadership, whatever it took to win, and he did it.
While Grant Hill is speaking of a former number 33, one could easily speak of him in that same breath. Hill and Bird. Their games are different, yet their roles on their teams are alike.
I think he's learned from year one to year two how to control a game. Last year he just did it strictly on ability. This year he's thinking and controlling the games.
Both 33s maximize their abilities, achieving numbers that nearly mirror each other. Hill's second year, 21 points, nearly 10 boards, and 7 assists per game. Bird's second year, 21 points, nearly 11 boards, and 5.5 assists per game. Similar numbers, yet acquired in different fashions.
Larry, what he would do was work on his jumper, and then he'd drive. And Grant Hill's just the opposite. If you give him the jumper, he will take it, but his forte is really driving to the basket.
Larry Bird is a great three-point shooter, and that helps set up the rest of his game. I don't think that's really the biggest part of what Grant Hill does. Grant Hill is a take-it-to-the-basket guy with power. So the strength of that game is completely different.
Overall, I think Grant Hill has a unique style of his own, and that's what makes stars, when you have your own unique style. And Larry was one, Magic's one, Mike was one, Grant's one, people like that.
Despite the contrast in styles, what's clear is the similarity of what each 33 either meant or means to his team.
If you want to have a comparison of his impact on our team and the fact that when the game is on the line, we want the ball in his hands either for himself or for someone else, then I would say that that's a fair comparison.
They have the ability to make other guys around him better. They look to him. So he's getting other guys involved. Larry did the same thing. If Larry Bird wanted to score 35 points a game, he could have done that. Grant has the ability to do that, but these guys are total team players. Those qualities stand out.
Just having the overall game, Bird could pass the ball, could rebound, could score, could make defensive plays, and Grant can do all of those things. I think that's what makes him a special player.
Both of them are consummate competitors, and that underlies an entire guy's career. They will go out and know that they have to continue to improve, expand their game as the defenses start to learn their moves, and just play the game the best they know how all the time. And that's the similarities between Hill and Larry Bird.
Growing up, I was always a Lakers fan, and I used to really dislike the Celtics and dislike Larry Bird. But as I got older and as I began to understand the game a lot more, I really appreciated what he did. And I've gotten all the tapes, almost all the tapes of when Boston played the Pistons, and I've been able to watch him, and really it's beautiful to watch. And the way he plays, he wasn't the most athletic guy, but he was so smart, and he knew how to maximize what he had.
Over a decade and a half ago, one number 33 was given the ball, and he brought pride back to a faltering franchise. Today, another 33 is in the same situation.
We put the ball in his hands this year and ask him to lead our team.
I enjoy having the ball in my hands. Hopefully my teammates enjoy it as well.
Him being the central point now, all you can do is support that and let a guy know, listen, you're the guy now, it's your era, and I'm going to follow your lead.